Hello again, it's Locknoob, and I'm really excited to bring you the first of a series of reviews of items from banggood.com. Now, the very nice and very generous people over at banggood.com asked me whether I'd like to do some reviews of some of their equipment on my channel, and I just leapt at the chance because I buy quite a lot of stuff from banggood.com as it is, and the opportunity to be able to review more stuff for my subscribers was just too good an opportunity to miss. So what items will I be reviewing? Well, I'm not going to spoil the surprise exactly, but they're going to be things which I, as a new or intermediate lockpicker, would just be curious about if I went to banggood.com and saw them on sale there. The first of those items, of course, is a jackknife lockpick set, or a folding lockpick set. And this particular one comes in at only £10 delivered. That's about $12 at the moment. And what do you get for your money? Well, you get a faux leather carry case, which is perfectly serviceable. It's double stitched where it needs to be. But that isn't our main item. The main item is the actual jackknife lockpick set itself. And if you don't know about these, they are just a convenient way to have a backup or a smaller pick set on hand in a very small compact format. If I was traveling away from work and I want to do some lock sport in a hotel, then I wouldn't want to carry all my pick sets. That'd just be too cumbersome. Maybe I'd want to carry something like this, something which would allow me to do a little bit of lock sport in my own time and not weigh me down. The most important thing about any lockpick set, though, is what pick profiles do you get? Now, there are quite a few jackknives on the market. What caught my eye about this one is that I think that the picks that you get in here are pretty much my perfect 6 pick tips in terms of, if I had to only choose 6, these would be the 6 I choose. Let me demonstrate. So the first thing is that they're held in a twofold mechanism. One, a knurled knob which tightens against them. If I loosen it, you can see it makes them rattle. Tighten it up, lessens the rattle. What else holds it in? So if you were just throwing this in your pocket, you don't want the pick tips to come out and bend. Well, it's the tension wrench, which is actually held in extremely tightly at the top. Now, this is held in so tightly, I don't think that these pick tips would ever come out by accident. So, and the way you get it out is you pull quite firmly on it like that, and you see that it actually falls down into a receiving slot at the base here. In terms of the tension wrench, it's really nice. It's very usable, actually. Is it going to fit in every lock? No. Is it going to allow you to do top of the keyway tensioning? No. I actually carry around 30 different tensioners in my main kit, but this is about the right size for your average lock, so there's nothing wrong with it at all. Now have a look at these. So undo that knurling, there we go, all the way, and have a look at the profiles. Now, I know we all have our differences and preferences, but I challenge anybody to say that these aren't some of the most common and beloved lockpick profiles out there. You get a very nice deforest half ball, and I've been using this one in particular to pick a few locks, and it's really, really good. You get the city rake or L rake, and when isn't that useful? That was the first thing that I ever opened a lock with, as it happens. You get a very nice large half diamond. You get a snake rake. This is slightly offset for more challenging bitting, and actually, I love the snake rake. It's a really nice one to use on pin tumblers and wafer locks, which is what you'd use this half ball onto. You also get a deep hook. Now, if you don't use a deep hook, you might be thinking, well, I don't use a deep hook, surely they should have included a shallow hook. I think they did this on purpose. You can take a deep hook and you can file it down to a shallow hook of your preference, any profile you like. What you can't do easily, and you really want to, is take a shallow hook and then weld on metal to make a deep hook. So this gives you the option of keeping a deep hook and then using the deforest half ball as your shallow hook, or alternatively making a medium or shallow hook from the deep hook, just with a couple of minutes with a file. Talking about a couple of minutes with a file, these are actually pretty nicely made, but you can see some edges here which just need a bit of finishing, and a couple of seconds with some fine grit wet and dry paper will sort that out in no problems. Another thing which I like about this is that the actual shank heights are relatively slim. Maybe not as slim as the Southord C series, but nevertheless pretty good. And the thickness of these, this isn't your standard 32 thousandths of an inch thick cheap profiles. These, I've got some additional calibers here. You'll see that the metal itself is about, well, let's say 20 thousandths, which is pretty slim for a lockpick. So I really like that. That will allow these picks to get into a number of different locks. Now, will they get you into every lock? No. Will this tension wrench allow you to get tension on every lock? No. But I couldn't think, if I had to have one tension wrench and 6 pick tips, I just don't think I could have made a better choice myself, really. So I think some really good pluses there. When you're actually picking, of course, you'll want to extend the tip out, and that knurling on the knob, use it to tighten it up. And actually, while I hold it there, you can see that the actual pick itself doesn't move. What does happen is that these do tend to fall out. Is that a problem? No, not really. I prefer if they didn't, truthfully. But once you actually get used to picking this way up, they just naturally rest on your hand. I tend to do a lot of padlock picking this way up, and gravity means that they stay in, so it's not really a bother for me. But it might bother you. They do tend to fall out a little bit, even with the knurling tightened up all the way. So this really nice jackknife set is available on banggood.com. If you would like one, then there are 2 ways of getting it. One, look at the links down below here, and there will be some 25% off vouchers that you can use below in the description. So look in the description, go on, and if you really want to try one of these, you don't have to pay full price. Use the money off vouchers. They should be good till the end of March, I believe, and pick yourself one up. The other way of getting one of these, if you like the idea of it, is simply to like, then put a comment below, and of course subscribe. So subscribe, like, comment below. In a week or two's time I'll do a draw randomly, and I will send you this exact kit here. So in summary, I really like this. I think it's very good value for the £10. I think it's finished well, it's nice and light, it's aluminium. The pick profiles are perfect for my taste, and if you were looking for a quick carry kit that gave you the opportunity to pick a number of different locks, then I wouldn't really think about looking too much further, although of course there are many others on the market and you have to choose one which meets your preferences. So I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope you found it informative. Please like, comment and subscribe. That will enter you into the competition to actually win this. Everybody else, I'll see you next time.